Happy Thursday, although you'll be watching this probably Saturday or Sunday by the time I edit it. Wasn't planning on filming today as evidence, but hey, I showered last night, so this is clean hair, it's just not done hair. So this room, I wanted to talk about this room because I know what I want to do with it. The question is it the right time? Here are the things. I want to paint the room and I want to hang curtains. It's not that much. I mean, it's not like it's something small, but this little girl, she just wants to be in my lap at all times. Painting's not like a small task and I would need to ask for help, but it's not a huge room. It's not like there's like a lot of trim or anything to do. And so pros and cons. Okay, I'm not going to be here much next year. So what is it going to matter? Nick says he wouldn't care. I mean, we all know how men would probably live on their own. Like I remember when I met Nick and, you know, his bachelor pad, he did have art hanging on his walls, which was very nice. But the mattress was on the floor. Anyway, I know he doesn't care one way or the other, but it would be nice, you know. And then it's done. We've painted 2 rooms in the house so far, Max's room and Minerva's room. And I don't think I would paint the rest of the house, at least not now. I think this kind of like grayish white color is fine in the living room and the hallway. It definitely needs some touch-ups, but I'm not going to go about paint matching right now, and that's a lot of wall to cover. Anyway, this and the bathroom are the last of the, you know, the hall, like the back of the house rooms that I would like to paint. I know what color I want to paint this room. I don't know what color I want to paint the bathroom. Any advice I would be willing to take, because we have one bathroom and it's one color to pick. It's not like I have like 3 bathrooms and I can have a variety of colors. You know, this is getting uncomfortable. Anyway, so the color that I want in this bedroom, I'll show you right now. So this quilt my sister made for us after we got married. And yeah, if you ever want a custom quilt made, my sister is your gal. There's a lot of symbolism in here of like 2 coming together to create the 1. There's this idea of like the 3, you know, like the Trinity. Anyway, it's very beautiful, very, very thoughtful. Hi, Bess. Anyway, so the color we're gonna go with is very similar to this right here. So it's nice, Bess. This kind of olive green, and I have the swatch somewhere. Oh my goodness. What a little love. She's our little street cat. Just found her on the street. Just a little abandoned kitty cat. And she got lucky. She knew we were suckers. Anyway, so this olive green, and then the curtains I've already bought. Disregard all of this mess. From Amazon. These, they were like $40, and I got 2 of them. One for this window and one for this one here. And they're a blush beige. It's the color. So you can kind of see here that blush beige. Kind of pinky, kind of not. I really like it. And it says it's velvet. I haven't actually opened them up to feel. And they'll be full panel, so they'll go all the way up to the ceiling and all the way down to the floor. And I bought another curtain rod. I just needed 1 more curtain rod, and then we're set to go. And my dad knows I want to hang curtains in here, so he's going to come and do that for us. He came the other day on, oh gosh, what was it? Tuesday, and hung stuff in Max's room. And I will show you Max's room sometime soon. Maybe this vlog? I don't know. It's not done. That's what I want to do. And I don't think it's that big of an ask. I wouldn't be able to paint it by myself. I mean, I would, but I don't think it would be very safe at this point in my pregnancy. You can see how big I'm getting and how uncomfortable. And I really have to monitor my energy levels at this point. So I think we could do it as long as I definitely know I have the help from, you know, mainly Nick. So I don't know. What do y'all think? I just want to get it done. That's kind of my mentality, and that's, I don't know. It just feels more complete rather than like when I do get to come home, it's like, oh, there's still that thing I want to do, and I don't know when it's going to happen because my life, like, I feel like this is the time, even though this time is so weird. All right, I'm gonna go. Oops. I'm gonna heat up some coffee and have some breakfast. It's 10:15. I dropped Minerva at school, and now I just gotta spend what little time I have folding lots and lots of baby clothes and lots of my clothes too. Most of it's folded, I just need to put it away. But I've got a dryer full of other clothes, and I need to wash the newborn lounger that's out in the garage. I gotta pull stuff in from the garage. I gotta get wrapping paper. I think all of the Christmas gifts have arrived. So, and I only got gifts for Minerva and our niece, and that's it. But I need to get some wrapping paper and get that done. Next week's fall break, because it's next week's Thanksgiving. And so Minerva's just gonna be here. Like, today was kind of the day to wrap presents. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. So I'm gonna sit down here and go over our calendar. I don't write in this calendar at all. It's my favorite calendar. This is my second one I've had, but it's Nuns Having Fun. Anyway, it usually hangs right here, and I think just with the craziness of everything that's going to be happening, just appointments and whatnot, and the holidays, it's going to help us all to have something actually like written that we'll see every single day. So I'm going to sit and do that right now, and then, you know, get back onto the laundry. Man, I keep over nuking my coffee. Nuclear. So many people say nuclear now that it sounds right. It's like coleslaw. Everyone here says coleslaw instead of coleslaw, and that's what I thought it was growing up, was coleslaw. And one fell swoop. It's one fell swoop, if you didn't know. It's not one fail. That's the accent that we hear. And we think that people are saying fail. It's one fell swoop. Anyway, what's today? Today's Thursday the 17th. So I was able to get a dentist appointment. Ooh, I'm trying to use a wet erase marker. Let's see. Min dentist. A dentist appointment for Minerva. She's never gone to the dentist because I have avoided it. Anyway, so that's at 3 p.m., which means I get to take her by myself because Nick's got a gig. And he's got Steinway tonight. Okay, this is kind of working. I think these markers are probably 17 years old. Okay, Saturday, sorry I'm sniffing my nose so much. I think it's a nervous tick that I have. My sister does it a lot too, and I don't know why we both do it. I probably learned it from her. She probably doesn't even know that she does it. But she pointed out to me the other day that in my vlogs, I say whatnot a lot, and now I can't unhear it. So if you're watching, and I know you are, Brianna, you sniff a lot. And I get it from you, and I blame you. Okay, Saturday. Oh, and then Friday night, Amy's coming over. Friend. Okay. Saturday, we're meeting with Father Castle. Meeting with our priest on Saturday, and we have Mass. Okay, and then I've got church. I don't even need to put that in there, we know. It's on Sunday. Well, maybe, because I'm not doing even song. Come on, pen, please. Even song. No even song on the 27th. Okay. Wednesday the 30th is dress rehearsal for Messiah. Thanksgiving is on Thursday next week. Oh, so I called Nick and I asked him about painting, by the play phone. Asked him about painting the bedroom, and he's like, I think it sounds like a great idea. It sounds like a pain in the ass, but it sounds like a great idea. I said, well, everything is a pain in the ass in life. So I said, you can treat it as my one of my Christmas presents to me. No, really, I'm not expecting Christmas presents this year. But I would like, I think I've made the decision. I would like to have it painted before Max is here. We just got to find the time to do it. So that's why one of the reasons why I sat down with the calendar, because it's going to be nuts coming up here. Next week, Minerva's on fall break. Fun. I'm going to do this fall break. Okay, and that means, let's see, Monday, I need my phone to do this actually, so I'm gonna stop talking. Why am I filming this? Why? I don't know, it's stupid. Well, I don't know if that made me feel more relaxed or more stressed. So, I've got, I just did from here on out and then filled up December as well. Let's see, why is it so washed out? There we go. Oh my gosh. So it's like, there are some free days in here. There are some free days, but a lot of stuff's gonna happen. I was able to get Minerva a dentist appointment, meeting with Father Castle. Monday, saw our cat Frida, and I do want to mention this. This is like a little lamp for her dollhouse. Frida, our middle child of the cats, has been pretty sick for like a year. And it's just been throwing up a lot. And she goes through waves of it. Now, we took her to the vet last year. She's the only one that we take to the vet regularly because we have to have her anal glands suppressed. Anyway, she is just a very nervous cat. She is probably purebred. I didn't buy her as a purebred. I found her at a little pet store. It was a litter of them that had been dropped there. And so they were adopting them out. Anyway, and so, she's got all the kind of like purebred quirks and whatnot. Oh my gosh. She has been throwing up a lot. We did some blood tests last year. The vet said that everything came back normal, and she's very healthy. She's just a very nervous cat. That's what we think. And so they gave her a prescription for gabapentin, which is like kind of like Xanax for a cat. I think it would work on humans too. And I'll give it to her every so often, especially if we know like we're going to be gone for a while, or there's going to be a stressful event in the house, like a get together or something, lots of people or lots of kids running around. So that like chills her out, but she'll go through these phases where she throws up like 10 times in one day. And then the throw up like starts to irritate her stomach, and then it's like bloody throw up, and it's a mess. This is why we put a carpet cleaner in our baby registry, like a really nice Hoover one, because she's just ruining this carpet. Anyway, she has lost a lot of weight from it. She was very thin to begin with, so now she's like super thin, and she's been chewing her fur off. So she's got these bald spots all along her sides. Her butt is almost completely bald, like she's chewed all around her backside. And I think we just thought it was like a nervous tick. So Nick brought her to the vet last week. They did some other tests, and they looked in her mouth, and of course they're like, she needs a tooth extraction, and it's probably this infected tooth that she's been like self-soothing, and chewing seems to maybe help it, but it definitely needs to be taken out. We don't get our cat's teeth brushed or anything like that. Like, we just don't have that sort of money. I don't know. It sounds pretty unbelievable to me. I just give them greenies, like those little dental treats. Seems to kind of keep their mouths pretty clean. Anyway, she needs a tooth extraction, which is going to be like $400. But with everything going on and I'm going to be gone, I'm just afraid of her getting even more stressed with me gone. Because she does that. Like when Nick's gone, she starts having these throw up episodes where she gets real nervous and chews a lot. And this poor cat, she's such a sweetheart. And she's 10 years old now. 10 years old, almost 11. Anyway, so Monday, we're taking her to the vet to have that tooth extracted, and we'll drop her in the morning, and then we have to go to Oklahoma City. So now, from here on out, every Monday will be a trip to Oklahoma City. That's Zig meowing. It's not a human, like locked away somewhere in my house. Zig's just doing his normal moaning. So yeah, every Monday will be my weekly ultrasound with the MFM, the maternal fetal medicine. So we'll drop her off and then drop Minerva off and then go to my appointment. So that's Monday. And then when we come back, we can pick her up. Then Minerva goes on fall break for all of next week. And we are doing a family photo shoot. Again, another thing, like I debated with like a baby shower or having a registry after the diagnosis. I was like, do I want to have like a maternity photo shoot of all of us? And the decision for all of us has been yes. And that's because it is important. It is important for us to remember this and to remember Max and to honor him, whether or not he will be joining us here in Tulsa ever. So yeah, the answer has been yes. You know, my dad keeps saying to me too, it's just like, don't even think about it. Just be positive. Just go about it like it's just all going to work out. I mean, it's not like I'm in complete denial about everything. Like I'm very realistic. And I think more so than a touch of reality, I need more positivity and hope. That's really what I think we need. I think we get a little too nihilistic and a little too negative. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're doing a family photo shoot on Tuesday, just a little mini shoot. And the photographer, she's taken our photos before and she's giving us a really nice deal as a gift. It's just very sweet. So I'm looking forward to that. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear. Oh. And then Wednesday, cooking all day, and then Thanksgiving on Thursday. Friday, nothing, so maybe that will be a painting day. What? Come here. Saturday, gonna get a Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, sorry I'm unloading all of this on you all. So Christmas tree was another thing that I'm trying to figure out. What do we do about a Christmas tree? We're not gonna get a real one, and I thought, well, maybe we will. Nick will be back. We would keep it up anyway until Epiphany, which is January 6th. Max will probably be here by then. His due date's January 7th, but they want to induce me a week early, most likely. So anyway, who knows? Nick may be back. We may still be in the hospital, but that Christmas tree would be sitting in here drying up. The cats would be drinking its water. It's a fire hazard. At some point, Nick's going to have to take down all the decorations anyway, whether we get a real one or a fake one. I don't know if I mentioned we usually get a real one. We had a fake one, but then we started getting real ones. So we are sadly foregoing getting a real one this year and went to go look at fake ones the other day because there was like a 50% off sale at Michael's. We went and it was like $80 for a 6-foot tree. I was like, no. I'm not paying that much for one that we're just going to use once. And I don't want like a dinky one. I mean, 6 foot would be nice. I would go with 5, but I don't think they make them in that size. Anyway, then I looked at the Home Depot website, and those are better prices. So we were thinking, okay, maybe we'll do that. And we're looking at pre-lit also, so I don't have to mess with lights. Zig, he does this throughout the day and throughout the night. He's just a loud Maine Coon. Come here. Boy. He just wants attention. That's all he ever wants. All you ever want. Oh, purr. So anyway, then I was talking with the director of Minerva's day school and at the church where I grew up, and she said, oh my gosh, I was just up in the attic at the church the other day pulling down Christmas decorations, and we have like 5 trees, and we're probably not going to be using them. And she said she would talk with the staff, and she said they're doing all their decorating for the church on Monday, and whatever is left over we can take and use. And so we don't even have to buy one, we can just use it this year and then give it back when we're done. Be perfect. So I'm waiting to hear about that, so we can just go pick that up. Easy, done deal. I could just ask if anyone has an extra Christmas tree. I'm sure people do in storage. So that's Saturday, and then Sunday is after Thanksgiving is the first day of Advent. And I've got a rehearsal that day, no evensong. And then it's Monday again with another Oklahoma City trip, back to school, and then it's straight into dress rehearsals for the Messiah, which is at the end of that week. Oh my gosh. And then Advent lessons and carols the next Sunday. My oxygen test on December 5th with another MFM ultrasound. Blah, 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 blah. Holy Day of Obligation on the 8th for Immaculate Conception. And then that night's the holiday party at the church where I work. And Nick is playing for that party. And then pretty free weekend. That's nice. And then it just kind of looks like smooth sailing from then on out. Nick's got some gigs, and then it's just like kind of clear and empty for the rest of December. And whether or not I'll be singing at the church, at the other church. There's 3 churches in my life. Our home church, like where we go to Mass, the church where I grew up, and where Minerva goes to day school, and then the church where I work, just to keep those straight. And that first one's Catholic, and then the second one's Methodist, and the third one's Episcopalian. So maybe that would help to distinguish which one's which without giving away the names. Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. It is nice to see like the schedule like start to open up towards the end of December, which, I mean, I have no idea what to expect. And all I know right now is I got to fold that laundry, and I've got to wrap presents, and I've got to get. So he just wants to be in my lap always. He's my first baby. Huh. Mm. I know I said I was done filming, but it's still Thursday, and I thought I would, excuse me, I'm whispering because right down the hallway Minerva's napping, and she just got to sleep, I think. Anyway, I'm in Max's room. I'm gonna give you a whole tour of his room, but not today, but here's a little sneak peek. But this is what I'm working on here, this mountain of clothes, and I have some here. So I'm out of breath because I just pulled all of those clothes here out of the crib. We put them all in there after they were done in the dryer. And I've just been putting off, folding all of them, and then they'll all go in this dresser, which was Minerva's. But now she has my grandmother's old bedroom suite, and I'll share that too. I'll do a little bedroom tour of hers too at some point before January. The cats are really liking that I'm in here. Anyway, I'm out of breath. I was gonna say something else, but I thought, oh, I should have mentioned this or brought this up, and I can't remember now. Anyway, Minerva's home from school. Nick went and picked her up, and now he's setting up at the Steinway Gallery. He's got a concert tonight with Scott McQuaid there. I wish I could go, but no luck on babysitters, so that's okay. It's okay. It's hard. It's kind of hard going out right now because I want to be social and all of that, but you know, people very generously, thoughtfully, ask how I'm doing, and I never know how to answer because it just depends on what I'm thinking about at the moment. I think overall things are pretty rough, but also we're so blessed compared to others, and I don't know how I'm feeling. See, and then I get into this awkward moment, and it's just easier for me to stay in sometimes. Anyway, I'm gonna get to folding.
Then they're putting the good the highest, which tells you what are your priorities. Hi, good to see you. Man, this is great. And this is fun. What a great life we lead.